All right, protection versus blitz. I would say that if you're going to get a blitz, we'll let our back, again, bluff a blitzer from the B gap out. And so a couple things here. We're getting some mannerism. All right, here comes a free safety blitz off the edge. We know a couple things are going to happen. A, I'm going to bluff him, and we're going to allow him to bluff him. And we might go into a game and say, hey, let's let him bluff DBs. We'll block linebackers if they walk on, or we might say we'll let him bluff linebackers and DBs, and they'd have to be 2 D linemen out here for us to fan out to that. All right, so whatever you decide that week, I do think it's important that you and the backs are on the same page. Who's going to be handling that blitzer? All right, so we will say we're good with a back bluffing a blitzer from the B gap on out. All right, we'll talk about the A gap here in a minute. Now, I know if I get a blitzer here that I'm going to get a rusher here. So we're going to tell our tackle, look, our guy's going to step up to get out. Okay, and that's an important coaching point here. If we watch our left guard in preseason game, step up to get out so you don't get pinned in there. But the other thing is tackle, he's heading in there. Don't pin your guard. Give him a little bit of room to work. So you allow him in there, you lag him a little bit, and now keep him pinned. And now perhaps you get into a straight paint to stay between him and that ball carrier. All right, now you get a double A. I think this is a screen to the right. All right, we're not going to ask our back to get in here and bluff that guy. And so he automatically becomes a guy that we're going to check. On the back side, if we've got a blitzer in the line of scrimmage, we've got to be ready to protect those A and B gaps. So we got to sift that. We would say that if he was off the ball and blitzing, we'll let our quarterback handle that. But if he's in the line of scrimmage, we got to be ready to go sift that. We would protect those A and B gaps, and he can still get the screen off if we're cutting the widest loose. All right, but point being, we're not going to make our back step in here into the fray and have to work a guy in the A gap. All right, so for us, sifting a guy in the line of scrimmage on the backside. So look, while the back can bluff this guy, we're not going to ask our center on a screen right to handle a blitz over here and slide all the way over here. And then, all right, so anything kind of outside of that guard box, if he was blitzing up in here, he'd be responsible for scaring him and getting into the screen outside of the guard. Again, if you hit it from off, he belongs to the quarterback. Well, what about if he's timing it? I would say make a good football decision, treat it like he's in the line of scrimmage. Okay, let's sift that. All right. All right, blitzer coming from off the ball. Again, we'll let the quarterback handle that. So if he blitzed through here late and we were engaged with that defensive end, we're not going to ask our tackle to sift that. If it was like the last one, he was timing it up, yeah, we would ask him to sift that.